It had been a baptism by fire for the League's fleet. But now we'd tasted victory, and it was a flavor we liked. Though even in the midst of all that joy, there was bitter resentment against the Tsar. He tried to tear apart our homes, and we knew he'd only failed because his forces were spread too thinly. Perhaps he didn't quite expect the guts and passion that the League delivered, but now he knew what we were capable of. He would undoubtedly try again. Unless, of course, we got him first. How many childhoods were lost around the rings of Selene, or above the surface of Eurydice? Rookers were becoming hardened to the fluctuations of war, as innocent fears were forgotten in the searing heat of battle. We hoped the Navy were learning those fears as we were losing ours. We were like an organism, cells working in harmony. We felt that Draco was falling to the lead and morale was high. The capture of the Navy comms craft had severed their contact with Empire control. There would never be a better time to strike. The Navy's attack sent the League reeling, but we still felt we were being pumped into the enemy's heart. To fly through the Draco system was to pass by the factories and fuel dumps that supplied the Earth Empire with its vast killing machines. If we were to damage the Navy's ability to defeat us, this was where it must happen. We couldn't waste our chances now that we were there, flying between the twin suns and past the prying eyes of a hated empire. The two suns of the Draco system were playing havoc with League fleet metabolisms. Light to dark, then to light again. Our body clocks were beating double time. I heard that pilots flying by Helios were sending messages of friendship to all their comrades before battle. Those in the Hecate zone were backbiting and recriminating before they'd even hit launch. Maybe the rumors were true. Maybe those suns were more than just gas and vapor. Whatever, the tension was real. Pulling in two directions, no one knew where we were heading. When the command craft docked and the sellout began, we realized the dream was over. At least, the ideals that the League had represented were finished. For a few treacherous vermin, the League now offered a passport to comfort and wealth. They had made peace with the enemy. Their deal was this: in return for the chance to fly back to the colonies boasting of victory over the Empire, the faction would ensure that theft and oppression could continue unchecked. The colonies welcomed back the League fleet and hailed them as heroes. But as the fanfares faded, the old life returned. The faction made sure that the Earth was serviced with the resources it needed, and the colonies supplied what they had, until there was nothing left to give. Most of my loyal comrades were executed by the faction. Just a handful managed to escape. One day I hope we might rise again.